Because I don't allow.
All right, I think we're here. We're kind of here. Some tech difficulties, but I think we're kind of live. We're way off from that, aren't we? There we go. All right, we are back for the first time since the election, I think. Well, no, we did a stream after the election. At least one or two streams after the election, and then we started focusing more on our reaction channel and our gaming channel, which I still want to do more on the gaming channel. We're doing Pragmata right now, and we're doing Mouse PI, which is a great game. It's fantastic. So we'll probably do more of that. I would say maybe tomorrow get back into gaming, but I don't want to keep saying we. It's just me here. That's it. Thought it would be good to try to get back into the swing of things, especially with 2026 coming up, and then we got we got the midterms, we got 2028, and things are looking crazier than ever. It seems like things are crazier than ever if you're terminally online, but talking to everyday people. They love Trump. They support Trump. They support the MAGA agenda. It's really just the influencers that are in disarray, that are being all kinds of retarded and whatever. It's really sad to me. I'll give you an example. At the TP USA event where JD Vance was just there, not even a week ago. I think it was a few days ago. A girl went up there asking JD a question and said, who is your favorite influencer? Who do you look up to for guidance? And which influencer guides you? All this stuff. And I'm just like, that is so sad. It is sad that so many people rely that heavily on influencers. What do I do next? Who do I vote for? Where do I go? What do I say? What is Candace Owens saying? What is Nick Fuentes saying? What is Steven Crowder saying? What is Fox News saying? What is Dan Bongino? It's like, who gives a shit? Make your own decisions. Make your own informed decisions. Have just one original thought. Don't always focus on these influencers. It is we the people, the plumbers and electricians and the mechanics and the nurses working that double shift 6-7 days a week who got Trump elected, who saved this country. It wasn't any of these influencers. They didn't do jack shit. They're back and forth on whether they support Trump or they don't support Trump. They're going to go wherever the wind blows, wherever the clicks are, wherever the views are. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is. Doesn't matter. Pick any influencer. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they all just want money. They all want their clicks, and they're going to get it one way or another. There's nothing wrong with getting your news from certain people and relying on certain people. I'm not a big fan of Steven Crowder because he kind of seems like an asshole, but he does some of the best just hard stats than any other show. Like, just especially with Second Amendment stuff. Like, here's how many people defend themselves rightfully and justly using guns. Here's how many people use it to, in illegal means. Like stuff like that, like just hard stats. He does it better than anybody else. So I still watch his show. I still jot down a lot of things and screenshot things. So there's nothing wrong with that. But fully relying on them on like what should we do next, how we should think. It's just really sad how many people rely on that. And you shouldn't. You're your own person. You can think. Rely on your friends, your family, your local farmers. The dude picking up your trash. That is who we should be focusing on, who should be talking to. Not these millionaires. Benny Johnson, Nick Fuentes, Candace Owens, Steven Crowder. Doesn't matter. Pick one. Doesn't matter. They have millions and millions of dollars. They have more money than they know what to do with. I don't hear, Candace Owens was canceled and Nick Fuentes. It does. They're rich as fuck. They can do whatever they want. So they don't really care as much as we do. Everyday people care about the prices of gas, care about the prices of groceries. It doesn't really matter to them. So they're going to have a different opinion a lot of the time on things because they have just a different view. Okay, I don't care about gas prices because I have so much money. I don't care about grocery prices because I have so much money. I don't care about housing prices because I have so much money. I have a goddamn mansion. So they're going to have different views than you. They're not going to. They're going to have different concerns than you. So you're like, well, I don't like Trump because he did this, this, and this. Yeah, but you gotta look at everything else he's doing. They don't care about everything else he's doing. They care about the grabby, good headlines that are going to get the clicks. But I digress. We're raining here. We are back on our first stream since after the election. We are going to be doing a few things on the shooting. I have a couple things to say on the shooting last night. We are going to be going over some infighting stuff. Is it real? Is it not? Is there actually infighting within MAGA, or is it just a bunch of clickbait bullshit? We are going to do a Cav Reacts. People have been recommending a lot of videos to me, and I want to make sure I'm not ignoring anybody. We are going to be doing, I think, Tom MacDonald's last video. I haven't watched a Tom MacDonald video in a very long time, but people have been requesting it, so I'm going to do it. Simple as that. My Cav Reacts channel, it's literally Cav_Reacts. You guys can hit that up and hit me up with a request, and I'll react to it. Simple as that. And people have been saying, check out the new Tom MacDonald video, so we will. We'll do that. And I don't know if we'll have time for pop culture news. We'll see. Because there's a lot of stuff going on over there as well. We are going to shift over soon to Rumble only, as we normally do. I'm trying to keep that trend alive. We usually go live multi-platform on everything, YouTube, Kick, all that stuff. And then we, at a certain point, go strictly to Rumble, and we will do that very soon. We'll go over a couple things first before we do that. I lost my spot. Here we go. So I just wanted to do this quick video real quick. It's an excellent video. It's something I was trying to put together myself, and then the great Dilly team put together something, not exactly what I thought, but it's similar enough. Everyone keeps saying, like, who's the violent party, right? Is it Republicans? Is it Democrats? Where's the violence coming from? Is it just a one-side issue? Is it both sides this, both sides that? What would lead somebody? What would make somebody think that it's totally 100% justified to kill the President of the United States? You could say they were a registered Democrat, they were a registered Republican, that they voted for Trump once, that they, are a brony, that they like video games or whatever shit. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Because at the end of the day, their final act was that it is totally justified. It is morally justified to kill the President of the United States. How did they get that into their head? How were they convinced without a shadow of a doubt that this is the right thing, that this is just? You don't come to that conclusion on your own. You have been programmed, you've been brainwashed to think that Trump is such an existential threat that he needs to be taken out. And not only would you be justified, that you would be a hero. Crooks, drawing a blank on his name, the Ukrainian faggot who tried to kill him at the golf course, all the other assassination attempts, they didn't think they were in the wrong. It's not like I'm doing a bad thing. I'm about to steal, some stuff. I'm about to, do this or that. They truly felt that they were morally justified. That they were like, I'm doing this for my country. My country will be proud. They felt like they were the heroes. This last guy, Cole Allen, I think it is, black, thought that he was morally justified. He felt like what he was doing is right, that it was just. Why did he think that? You don't just come to a conclusion on your own that this certain human being in the country is so vile and so horrible that he needs to be taken out, and it would be a good thing to do that. You don't come to that conclusion on your own. But anyways, here we go with really, like, where did this come from? How did he come to this conclusion? It's a very small portion of how he came to this conclusion, but it's a good quick video. I totally forget how to work Streamlabs, guys. I'm so sorry. It has been a very long time since I did this. That is not it. That is not it. Main? We could do that. Big screen. We're learning. I'm trying. We're shaking off the dust.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
It's a good video.
Democracy, yes. Are they going to take our rights away? Yes. Are they going to put people's lives in danger? Yes. Are they going to endanger?
Let me just say real quick, I hate when politicians do that, when they ask themselves questions. Was this the wrong thing? Yes. Should I have kissed that man? No. Should I have touched his butt? No. But I did. Yes. You know, it's so annoying. I hate it. But anyways.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
Are they a threat to democracy? Yes. Are they going to take our rights away? Yes. Are they going to put people's lives in danger? Yes. Are they going to endanger the planet by not dealing with climate change? Yes.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be.
She's still alive?
She's a genuine danger to American security.
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
We have to preserve our democracy.
How the hell did he say that and he wasn't arrested? This is the Lincoln Project guy. You know, those faggots over there. This is wild. So I'm going to stop interrupting it, but it's just... Ho!
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be.
She's a genuine danger to American security.
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
We have to preserve our democracy.
It's fucking
Speak out against
wild.
lies and hate.
There needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there is unrest in our lives.
He's ugly.
Have a consistent narrative about how dangerous Trump is.
So she.
President Biden has been clear-eyed about the threat that the former president represents to our democracy. Donald Trump is an existential threat to our democracy and our most fundamental freedoms.
Kamala needs to stop saying that President Trump is a threat to democracy. It's now being received by some unhinged people as a call to action. Enough is enough.
That dude was shot too, Scalise. Good, that's a great video by the Daily Meme team. Yeah, but it kind of portrayed that well, right? It was, you got a bunch of people watching this, a bunch of left-wingers, especially young, gullible people, or I don't know if the last shooter was that young, but they watch it, they're unhappy with things are going, you're told over and over, existential threat. That's why, like, when we talk about the 2020 election being stolen, do you think election workers would actually rig the election? Do you think they would actually steal? It's like, yes. If they were convinced without a shadow of a doubt that the person that was about to win the presidency was worse than Adolf Hitler and that was going to murder you, that was going to lynch blacks in the streets and kill gay people, you would not only be justified in rigging the election, you would have a moral obligation to rig the election. If we went back in time and it was like Adolf Hitler or Stalin running for presidency and I knew everything about them, I would absolutely try to rig the election. And I would feel, and I think I would be justified in trying to rig it. Absolutely. It's like, oh, do you think they're horrible? Well, I don't necessarily think they're horrible people that rigged the 2020 election. Some of the lower level workers I'm talking about, I think they were just convinced without a shadow of a doubt that it would be morally justified to rig it, to fudge the numbers, that they felt justified, that they felt what they were doing was just. So yes, I think it's very possible. The courts are all under the thumb of globalist faggots. That is true. We do got a lot of faggots. I don't like faggots. But keeping the theme of what we're going with real quick, because I want to try to stay on topic of violent left-wingers. This is a good video, and we have plenty of these videos. Plenty, and maybe we'll play some more tonight, because we can literally be here all night playing these videos. There's no shortage of them, of people saying, where's the violence coming from? We'll play it real quick, and then I'll give my comment. There we go. All right, I'm still trying to figure out Streamlabs, guys. I apologize. We're shaking the dust off. It's I'm bad with this. We're trying to. I feel retarded. All right, we got it. We switched our screen. Just trying to figure out how to switch my screen and make it bigger and all that, but we'll get it. Here we go. This we'll go first and then I'll comment on it.
Motherfuckers missed again. Oh my god. I'm already crying.
Turn it up a bit.
Motherfuckers missed again. Oh my god.
The majority is women, by the way.
Imagine faking your own assassination attempt for the 3rd time, and then everybody's just upset that it wasn't real and that you didn't croak.
I wake up each morning hoping he has died.
Faggot!
I go to bed each night hoping by the time I get up in the morning, he has died. For the love of all things good, just fucking die!
They missed again? It's America!
If somebody misses one more time, nobody wants to work these days. Nobody wants to get out there and
Why
work.
is this shirt so goddamn dirty?
Again? Oh my.
Disgusting people. But this is what you get from the left wingers. You get the violence. You get them pissed off that the killing didn't actually happen. We saw this with Charlie Kirk, where they celebrated it. They were happy about it. Without a shadow of a doubt. It's absolutely disgusting behavior. And they always talk about, like, oh, both sides this, both sides that. I hate that bullshit. I really do. Are you going to find exceptions? Of course, there's exceptions for literally everything you could possibly think of in life. Anything you think of, there's going to be an exception. It doesn't matter. It's like, what is true overall? What is true for the majority? And as a whole, as the majority, you look at some of these posts from these left-wingers cheering on Charlie Kirk's death, pissed off that Donald Trump didn't die. You look at some of these posts, they have 400, 500, 600,000 likes and reshares. Some of them close to 1 million. This is not a minority. It's not a small portion of the Democrat Party. There's some retards on the right, for sure. There's no doubt about it. They say some dumb things, but it's a minority. It's like 5 people, and we don't claim them, right? The left can't say that. The numbers are there. It's irrefutable. It's irrefutable. Like I said, we can go all day with this. I thought I had another save. Did I not? I'm really upset if I didn't save this video. Well, we have a few here. I think before we switch over to Rumble only, we'll play a couple of these videos of the tolerant left just to give people a taste. You got to keep reminding people of this over and over and over. Repetition is the mother of learning. And a lot of people seem to forget. Play this.
Of Trump getting shot. Until I see a Charlie Kirk level video of Trump getting shot, I will not believe that it wasn't a setup by his own camp. Just like I don't believe that he was ever shot. Ever. Like, he never was shot. I don't believe that. It doesn't make any sense that this man allegedly had 2 guns and a knife, got through security, and then was able to get feet away from Donald Trump, fire multiple shots. Wild. No one was shot.
That is crazy.
It's a clear-ass video of everything happening, and Donald Trump is able to post it on Truth Social hours later. Yeah, no, it's not real. And maybe that makes me a bad person, but I don't care. Because guess who's worse of a person? The convicted rapist, the convicted felon, and the alleged pedophile. Our president, Donald J. Trump. Don't care. Until
ABC was sued because they said convicted rapist. He was never convicted of rape. He was never convicted of rape. And that's why ABC was sued. Because they said he was a convicted rapist. He's not. They said he was guilty of maybe sexual misconduct with his E. Jean Carroll. First of all, that's the wildest story, this E. Jean Carroll stuff. Donald Trump raped me. Okay, what year was it? I don't know. What month was it? I don't know. Were there any witnesses? I don't think so. What time was it? I don't know. Zero detail. Nothing. The only thing that she gave was that she was wearing this particular dress that wasn't even invented for another 15 years. She's like, oh, I was wearing the whatever, line of dresses, whatever it was. Whatever she said wasn't in existence at that time. So, the one piece of evidence you give us is not even true. She gave absolutely nothing. So it's like, what were you convicting Trump on? And then Trump said she was crazy, and then she somehow got $100 million for defamation, which is wild. Defamation cases almost never go through. Never. It's unbelievably rare because you have to prove damages. You have to prove financial loss, and that is almost impossible to do just because somebody said something bad about you. Oh, because this person said something bad about me, I lost money. It's almost impossible, which is why, again, defamation cases, even when they're ruled in favor of, they're not actually in. They don't actually rule in monetary value. That's how difficult they are to prove. But E. Jean Carroll says, oh, Donald Trump called me crazy. And they're like, oh, here's $100 million. It's bullshit. That's how you know how rigged it is. All right, we'll go through a couple more of these tolerant left-wingers before we switch over to Rumble only, which is linked in the description. Oh, I started playing really early. Hang on. This, I believe, is right after Charlie Kirk was assassinated on September 10th, 2025.
We got Charlie in the neck, in the neck. We got Charlie in the neck.
Charlie Kirk just got shot in the neck. Hey, ooh, ah, ooh.
He had it coming. He only had himself to blame.
Charlie Kirk got shot and he's dead. Finally. Thank you. Can we keep this up?
Charlie Kirk was a fucking Nazi. He was a fucking Nazi. And you know what kind of Nazi is the best Nazi? A dead one. Thank God that shit stain of a person is no longer in this world. Bad people should not be in this world.
Shot right in the voice box. I might be 1% less atheist today.
I don't care that he was a person. He wasn't to me. He was a Nazi. I think he's better off gone. So fucking be it.
This is so bad.
Shut the fuck up.
Thoughts and prayers. Rest in smoke, Charlie Kirk.
Popped for talking outside of his neck. Whoop-de-doo!
Eye for an eye, bitch. I think the only thing that went wrong that day was that Trump wasn't standing behind him getting a secondhand bullet.
This is poetic. My thoughts go out to that pew-pew having to look this
motherfucker in the face. My deepest condolences.
I literally could not give a fuck. They can get a stepfather.
British
Boom, the bitch, like, gone. Why do y'all keep aiming for the wrong niggas? Aim higher.
Oh, Charlie Kirk.
You support Charlie Kirk being killed?
Yes, I do.
You support Charlie Kirk's shooter?
He did his own favor. I would have killed him myself.
He was such a good person. Why did he get shot? What do you think we're gonna do? Honestly, yeah, he had it coming.
Charlie Kirk was a big advocate for the Second Amendment. It worked out well for him.
I don't give a fuck about Kirk's death. He had 2 kids. Fuck his kids. He give a fuck about that white boy kid. They probably autistic anyway. Give a fuck about that white boy kid.
He was shot in the middle of saying something transphobic about trans people, and yet you want to have sympathy for him. You're losing your humanity by allowing fascists to define your sympathy for you.
You know, sometimes revenge is a dish best served cold. He died in a world that he wanted. Reread slavery, rewatch Roots. There are so many different eras of American history and in America where worse things have happened to people.
Why are you mourning the death of a literal Nazi?
Lost a loving husband and a devoted father.
And it's wild that you have some influencers, we're going to mention any names, that are saying we need to vote for these people. We need to give them our vote. We need to give them our support just to have some kind of, zinger to Trump because they don't like what's going on in Iran. You want me to align with these motherfucking nigger faggots because you're a little upset because Trump threw a couple of bombs at a couple of goat fuckers? It is fucking wild that there are influencers out there actually saying that. That they want me to give these people any quarter is disgusting, and they're just as bad as these people. They're just as bad. It is fucking wild. That's why I can't fucking stand anyone. Candace Owens, Nick Fuente, any of the influencers, doesn't matter. Name one. Because they just say just the most disgusting random shit. Oh, Trump's controlled by the Jew. It's so fucking cringy at this point. And retarded. I know who these people are. We've shown you 1.5 million examples. And you want me to align with them? Because you're upset with Trump? Fuck you. And anybody that supports that message, fuck yourself. You are an evil human being. And I truly believe with every fiber of my being, you will burn in hell. I'm not a perfect example of a Christian. I pray for forgiveness every night, and I hope God will. I don't know if he will. I hope he does, but I'm not a perfect example. But I'm self-aware about that. I accept that. But if you support that, I truly believe if we have a just God, that you are going to burn in hell. I truly believe that. And anybody advocating for giving them any quarter is just as guilty. We're not doing that here. And it's one of the reasons I returned to politics. Because so many influencers are saying, oh, we got to vote Democrat in 2026. We got to burn it all down. We got to give them something. I'm not giving these people, I can't even call them people. They're monsters. They're evil. They are the bad guys. They are the villains. I don't agree with everything Trump... There's no human being in existence you agree with 100%. And everybody has become absolutist. It's fucking immature. It is childish. It's retarded. Do I agree with every single thing Trump is doing? No. But he is infinitely better than everybody else. Kamala Harris or any of the Republicans that ran. Infinitely better. And I do not regret my vote. And he's done so much good. So much good. The border is basically zero. January 6ers pardoned. Ross Ulbricht pardoned. So many good things. I will not align with these people. And that is what they want. That is what these people want. But we will, what time is it? All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. We will shift over to Rumble only right now. I hope you guys will join us over there. We'll go for a little bit longer, talk about the shooting. We didn't quite get there yet, but we will as soon as we emerge over on Rumble. Links are in the description below. Appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe, share. It goes a long way. Smashing that like button. I don't require any money because I don't get any money. But liking is totally free, so I do appreciate it. And we will head over to Rumble right now. See you guys over there.
If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this: never, ever give up. The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. Embrace that label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label. Because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. You must keep pushing forward.
We will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again.
This lion, he's the king of the jungle. Huge mane out there. He's so big. He's so hot. Now, the little lion cubs, they start messing with him. Biting his tail, biting his ears. He doesn't do anything. The lioness, she starts messing with him. Coming over, making trouble. Still, nothing. Now, the other animals, they notice this, and they start to move in. The jackals, hyenas, they're barking at him, laughing at him. They nip his toes and eat the food that's in his domain. They do this, and they get closer and closer and bolder, till one day, that lion gets up and tears the shit out of everybody. Runs like the wind, eats everything in his path. Because every once in a while, the lion has to show the jackals who he is.
We are a nation in decline. We are a failing nation. We are a nation that has the highest inflation in over 40 years, where the stock market just finished the...
Money can buy you almost anything. It can't buy you immortality. That you have to earn. I'm gonna look you in the eyes, and I'm gonna tell you the future. It's an American story, and that's why Americans are gonna love it. People are gonna build you up. God, are they going to? Because when you're great and new, we love you. Man, we'll build you into something that doesn't even exist. You're gonna change the fucking world. But you know what? Once they've built you as high as they possibly can, they're gonna tear you back down. It's the most predictable pattern. We build you into something that doesn't exist, and that means you have to try to be that thing. All day, every day. That's how it works. And we do it again, and again, and again. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. You're gonna be attacked, betrayed, exposed, and humiliated. And you'll survive that. A lot of people can climb that mountain. It's the way down that breaks them. Because that's the moment when you are truly alone. And what will you do then? Can you summon the will to fight on through all the pain and rise again? That will be the defining question of your life. And I think you already know the answer. And that's why we're all here. A shoe is just a shoe. Until somebody steps into it. Then it has meaning. The rest of us just want a chance to touch that greatness. And we need you in these shoes, not so you have meaning in your life, but so that we have meaning in ours. Everyone will be forgotten as soon as our time here is up. Except for you. You're gonna be remembered forever. Because some things are eternal. And your story is gonna make us fight